for this car here, okay? And then Chad, we're gonna move this purple car out of the way. When he moves, please don't follow him. You're gonna follow the green right here, okay? Alright, gentlemen, sorry for the mix-up there. We're going to get ourselves on the track. I'm going to move my car just a little bit here for you, Dave. No worries if we can't move right now, although I've got to make sure the other group can roll in front of us. Good afternoon, gentlemen. You got Mariah on and ready to go. I'll be with you for our second track session of the day. Just had some lunch, so hopefully you're fueled for the rest of the day today. Before we enter track, let's get rid of any distractions, mental, physical, emotional. We need to leave all those here. As soon as we put those cars in the drive, that is our motion to keep everything at that building, okay? Trying to keep 100% concentration and focus with you on the racetrack. That'll get you in the correct mindset. Drive your own comfortability, hit your marks, get your 8 steps. Make sure we visually scan where we need to go ahead of time. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here, gentlemen. Try to imagine yourself on the track. Before we get started, take that deep breath. Let go of all of those distractions as you breathe out. And again, start imagining yourself driving on the track, fixing those areas of concern that we've talked about throughout the morning session today during video review as well. As we get rolling, we'll start with our warm-up lap. Up into third gear, gentlemen, please. Let's get reacclimated with the track. Turn number 10, brake no later than number 2. Wait for your blue turning reference. Keep the steering wheel straight until you're right off that cone. Start balancing with that brake down to the apex. Then as you pass it, unwind and accelerate. Up to fourth gear on the street. Start visually scanning ahead for what's coming up ahead of you. Turn number 1. Brake no later than number 4 board. Try to downshift closer to the turn-in. I like to downshift in between the number 1 and the turn-in reference. That way you can maximize your brake release. Accelerate up into fourth gear. Release that throttle slow as you turn. And then squeeze the throttle back in. Using that track to the left-hand side. Then coming back to the right. Pointing straight up to the corner for turn number 3. Braking firm on initial. Again, let's downshift later in between the 1 and the turn-in. Balance the brake as you turn. Looking for the apex, now visually scanning for that brake cone. As you brake, slowly repeat, looking for apex. Turning all the way down to it. Make sure we unwind and accelerate to the right-hand side of the track now. For the S's, brake, steering right, swing it left. Stay left for turn in, then to the right for apex, then unwind and accelerate to the left-hand side. Here for turn number 8, middle of the track, coasting, being patient, down to apex, then unwind, accelerate, and brake before you turn here. Alright, Dave, we're going to get her rolling. Drive your own comfortable pace. I have pushed up to you. Wait for turn in. Very good. Unwind, accelerate. Squeeze that throttle back in. Let's get ourselves up to exit lane here, gentlemen. Throttle on. Alright guys, I'm going to stop you for a second. I know, Dave, I didn't get you one full lap, so that is going to be made up to you, okay? Feels like there's something wrong with my wheel, or the car is like physically shaking while I'm turning, so I don't feel very comfortable, especially in speeds we'll be driving on track, guys. So we'll get this switched out, we'll go back on track. Okay, Dave, Chad, Ali, go ahead and follow me. We're going to enter track, restart our session. We're not going to restart with the warm-up, guys. Okay, we'll go straight out hot. Before we do, I know that got us stopped, and I know that got us back kind of off track there and losing focus. Please take a deep breath. As you let go of any distractions. Let's restart this whole session, guys, okay? As we get rolling here, third gear. We're going to pass the group on the straightaway here, gentlemen, so just stay with us. Alright, then we're scanning again. Braking first. Down to third, balancing in. A little bit better there, Dave. What's happening is, again, you're still releasing that brake too good. So you're coming in too fast. You're trying to turn the car not on the firm for you to have that understeer foot. So try to stay with that firm brake a little bit longer. So try not to release the brake until you're right about the turn. There we go. Look for that apex now. Very good. Unwind, accelerate, come down to your brake pump. Slow release of the brake, look left. Turn all the way to apex. So turn more. There you go. Unwind, accelerate to the right. Braking firm initial, slow release. You're going to send it left, then to the right. There you go. Unwind, accelerate. Scan ahead here. Wait for turning. Very good, Dave. Turn number 1, let's keep looking on to please start releasing the brake. Scanning ahead. Brake a little more. Now soften. Good. Now let's see this from the steering wheel more. You came in with a good speed. Now let's have to turn the steering wheel either quicker or earlier. We're not missing the apex. Scanning ahead. Firm brake. Now soften. Look for apex. Turn all the way to it, Dave. There you go. Very good. Out to the right. Scanning ahead. Slow release. Staying left for turning. Good. Unwind, accelerate. Here's our piece in the corner. Let it coast to the middle, let it turn. Good. Unwind, accelerate. Brake before you turn here. Very good. Out to the right. Slowly back left. Firm initial brake. Wait for turn in. Alright, we're going to slow down the pace a little bit here, Dave. Chad, just trying to get you a little closer off the straightaway as I gather you guys up. Keep up your pace at the moment. I see you there, Chad and Ollie. Okay, we're going to keep going here, Dave. I want you to turn in more here. Look at apex. See where my car's going? Follow me in. There you go. Just got to turn in more. What's happening is you're turning and pausing the steering. So turn all the way down to apex. Looking ahead for turn number 3. Same thing here at turn number 3. Turn it more initially. Just keep that tire line. Don't stop turning until you're at that apex cone on curving. There you go. Scanning ahead. I'll be here 6 to 7 car length, please. Just make sure firm on your initial brake, Ollie, please. Down to apex here, Dave. Unwind, accelerate, brake before you turn. Very good. Okay, gentlemen, we're going to slow down pace here. We'll do first rotation on straightaway. Nice job, Dave. Let's keep working on getting closer to those apexes. For the speed that we're going, you got to get those apexes at the right point, right? So turn the steering wheel more or quicker or a little earlier to get that on time. I'll have you on the right hand side. You have it on the left. Please, you're going to follow the red number 70. Alright, Chad, during your own comfortability, I will adjust speed. We're third gear here to turn number 1. Very good. Unwind, accelerate. Fourth gear, ease off throttle, and squeeze throttle back in. Stop to the right. Scanning ahead. Come back to the right a little bit more for that white cone next time. Third gear. Slow release of the brake. Looking to the right, turn all the way to apex tab. There you go. Unwind, accelerate. Coming down to your brake cone. Slow release. Looking left. Good. Unwind, accelerate to the right. Scan ahead. First brake firm, then soften it left. Very good, Chaz. Unwind, accelerate. Scanning ahead here. Slow release to the middle. Down to apex. Unwind, accelerate, and brake before you turn. Out to the right now. Scanning ahead. Wait for turn in. Very good, Chad. Scanning ahead, firm brake. Down third, slowly release to the right. Very good, Chad. Unwind, accelerate. Fourth gear, we're going to ease off throttle. Squeeze in. 6 and 7 there. Nice job. Middle of the track. And down the apex. Unwind and accelerate and brake before you turn. Very good. Out to the right. One more lap. Wait for turn-in, gentlemen. Nice job, Chaz. Okay, I want you to work on this last lap. Your Chaz is looking for your apex leader. Try to get into that steering wheel a little bit more from turning all the way down the apex. Third gear. Very good. Coming out of this corner, let's get closer to that white cone. So bring it left turn. Get closer to the white cone on the right. There you go, much better. Look for that apex. Turn all the way to it. There you go. Try not to pause your steering wheel. What you're doing there is turning and then pausing. So try to get into that steering wheel a little bit more. Notice when it pauses and just keep it turned all the way to apex. And you press. Slow release of the brake. Very good. Unwind, accelerate. Looking ahead here now. Middle of the track, just letting it coast. Down to apex. Now unwind and accelerate and brake before you turn. Very good. Out to the right. Awesome. Nice job here, Chaz. Looking for our last rotation on the straightaway here, gentlemen. As you fall to the back there, Chaz, keep working on getting to the steering wheel. Turning it from turning on the apex with no pausing in the middle. Alright, I'll be able to rotate you this time on. Chaz, I'm going to follow 03. Looking ahead here, I'll be behind your own comfortable pace. I will adjust to you. Work on hitting your mark. Yeah, a little white on the apex. You're having to add brakes. Alright, let's slow her down a little bit. So, yeah, you're having to add brakes and kind of turn to get a little rotation in the rear. So you just came in too fast. Make sure you're not releasing that brake until you're starting to turn. Let's say for that corner, okay? Let's build it back up and keep that focus. Balance with that brake down to the right. Very good. Unwind and accelerate. Turn to the middle. Down to apex. There you go. Out to the right. Turn off the apex and step steering. Slow release the left. Then to the right. There you go. Unwind, accelerate. Down to apex now. Steering, all you gotta wait for that turn in, okay? Keep that steering wheel straight all the way to the turn in. And down to third. Slow release. There you go, so as you're coming into the corner, you're starting it just a little early. And you still have a little bit of more braking to do. Look for that apex now. Turn more, turn more, turn more. So try to just stop being aggressive on me. Just drive smooth. That's your biggest thing I want you to work on, okay? As soon as you come off the brake, just don't need to slow the throttle. Don't need to be just with it now, okay? Slow release. There you go. Unwind, accelerate. Looking ahead here. Middle of the track where my car is. Let it coast, let it stay there. Say you're turning too much in the middle of the course, so it'll end you up on that left-hand side. So just pause your steering wheel, slow it down to that corner, just like we talked about in the early versus late lap. One more lap, wait for turn-in. There you go. We still go early, but better than last lap. Nice job. Let's all keep our shot turn number 1 in front of us here. Make sure your brakes don't leave the number 4 board, please. For the apex. Unwind, accelerate. There you go, fourth gear. We're going to ease off throttle and squeeze it back in. Middle line. Pointing up to the corner. Down to third. Down to apex. Look for it. There you go. Unwind and accelerate. We count it. Brake up. Slow release. Look for that apex. There you go. On to the right now. Start looking ahead here. Slow release of the brake. We're going to stay left for turn in. Then to the right. There you go. Stay with me in the middle. Where I'm at. Stay there. Stay there. Now bring it down. You got your point into that turning preference? That's what you want. Because then you can have that straightaway as much as you want there. So just try to keep that line to that corner. Alrighty, gentlemen, we're going to slow down pace here and start our full tail lap this time by. Second session for everybody there. It's getting a lot hotter out, so you're noticing there's a lot more loss of grip to the front and the rear tires. The tires get hot a lot quicker. What I want everyone to work on is, I know that we got stopped there, and we had to exit track. It seems like a lot of you kind of lost focus from that, or just lost focus pretty quickly throughout the session. Try to keep that focus with you the entirety of the time, but also try to visually scan as much as you can as well. Some of you are a little reactive with your hands or your feet because you're looking for the information a little bit too late. The only thing I want you all to work on your last track session is just look for your turn-ins, your apexes, and where you should unwind and accelerate. Visually scan the information a little sooner before you go through or approach the corner. This will help you be a little bit more proactive with your inputs instead of that reactive inputs, okay? I do have everyone's lap time, so let's go ahead and press stop recording on our system.